What is up, you guys? This is gonna be a quick video about relationships. I'm gonna just say, if you're in a relationship, I don't care if you're a guy or a woman, don't cheat on your partner, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay? Because honestly, nowadays in relationships, a lot of these people, you know, like they don't want to be honest with you. They claim they love you, they claim they like you, and then they cheat on you. Like, I hate that shit. And I'm just gonna say, like, why the fuck is this always happening? I don't even care if you're a man or a woman. Do not cheat. And I see this a lot with men a lot, especially with men, where they would cheat on their women for no reason and act like they're the victim. Like, I was gonna say this yesterday, but everybody cut because they were talking about modern women and stuff. I mean, I'm not saying all modern women are bad, because they're not. There's some good women out there. But they could have said the same thing, like, no offense, but they could have said the same thing about men too, because men, they do the same thing. Heck, back then, men were just like what women are, like, like feminism. Like, men used to be like that, where it was always all about men, and they would treat women like shit. That's it's just ridiculous. Like, why can't we just have equality? Why does it have to be just about men? Like, why does it have to be just about men? Who the fuck is this? I don't know, and I don't care. But welcome though. I thought it was actually Brian, or I thought that was a fake. Like, I thought that would be Brian Greenstreet making that account, because I know he makes fake accounts. But like I said, like, men back then, I'm not gonna lie, they were pieces of shit back then too, because they would treat women like shit. Like, now it's like with feminism, they just want it to be about them now. Like, I don't care if you want to run this movement, but you can't just talk shit about how men are this and that. Yeah, it's probably Brian Greenstreet. You're blocked. Goodbye. Keep making your little accounts, unless it's Sam the Genesis, which I'm not surprised either, but fuck you, Sam, if that's you, because I'm not fucking stupid. But like I said, like, sorry about that. But, feminism, like, I don't care if you want to be a feminist, but if you're just gonna talk shit about men all the time, it's like, and this is what I don't understand. It's like men talk shit about women, then women talk shit about men. It's like, I don't, and I would talk about that, but because there's some people that always think it's just women all the time. Men have flaws too. I mean, I mentioned in that stream, like, like, oh, like, my mom's hanging around with a man that obviously doesn't do shit. And yeah, I mentioned that, and I said, why the fuck do you want to be with a guy that cheated on you? That doesn't make sense. But that's today's generation. It doesn't matter. It's just ridiculous. But we're not gonna talk about that, because I don't want to talk about personal shit. But what I'm trying to say, like, there's some disagreements I had in that stream, because I mean, I don't appreciate women, especially young women going around on the internet showing their private parts or whatever. Because there's and I've said this, like, there could be pedophiles and weirdos out there. I mean, there's a lot of those out there, and I bet men do this too sometimes. They want to show off, and I'm like, why the fuck are you doing that? Like, I don't get it. Like, especially if you're underage, like, why the fuck would you do that? There's weirdos out there that can see that shit, and you know what I mean when I'm saying that. Like, why do y'all do that? Why do you? I mean, I mean, I don't care if you're older, but if you're a young girl that's doing that, you need to think about what you're doing, because honestly, because I see this a lot too. Young women, basically, showing their private parts or shaking their ass. I mean, why can't they just wait until they're older? Like, why can't they just wait? And then another thing I don't understand is, like, they want to have a baby so early. Keep making accounts, whatever your name is. It's probably, why the fuck are you watching my shit if you don't like it? You want to talk about weirdo? Look at your fucking profile pic, you fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm not a weirdo like those fucking pedophiles, so I don't know what you're talking about. Clearly off the topic, like always. It's probably Sam the Genesis again with his fake accounts or some other idiot that does not know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm not a fucking weirdo and I'm not no fucking pedophile, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So go fuck yourself, whoever that was. But it's like, I don't get it. Like, do you know there's weirdos out there and you're showing your shit on the internet? I don't know why you guys do that. I don't get it. But, and men do this too, so I'm not going to just say women. Men do this a lot too. So, I would have said all that in that stream, but I'm like, you know what? It doesn't really matter because, I mean, I understand where they're coming from, but you can't just say all women, when men do the same exact thing. And that's what I've been trying to say, but it's like I can't because I'm afraid, oh, there's going to be something like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to cause an argument, you know? That's why I didn't really say anything. And I'm like, why do you just bash women? You could say the same thing about men. They did the same thing back then, too. Men were like the feminists back then, too, where it was always all about them and, oh, they're better than women. It's like, now it's the reverse, you know? Like, why can't we just be fucking equal and just accept who we are? Like, why the fuck do we have to be against each other? I'm sick of that shit. Like, men bashing women and women bashing men. It's like, I see this all the time. Like, I understand, but you gotta be fucking equal. Like, if somebody cheats on you, I can understand why you say the stuff you say. Because I fucking hate those people. Like, why would you want to be in a relationship with somebody that fucking betrayed you? Exactly. If I find a woman, I'm gonna find the right one, not the ones that are gonna cheat on you and then not gonna do that. But I just don't want to be in a relationship because, like I mentioned, like my brother, how his relationships were. They were terrible. He can tell you. He's been cheated on all the time, and I'm like, wow, like they just cheat on you and have sex with other people. It's like, wow. And that's the thing. Like men, women, they both do this. Like they would like I'm not saying all men and women do this, but some they only want to do it for sex. And I'm like, okay, man, like I don't care if you're a man or a woman, but it's not just about sex. It's about being honest with each other. It's about trying to improve yourselves. If it's just about sex, that's just fucking. Because I'm not gonna just be in a relationship just because of sex. I want to do more than just sex. Okay. And I also got another debate because I want to talk about this with Arthur and them about relationships and stuff. Because there's some things I don't agree with because I'm no shade, but you can't just say all women do it when men do the same thing too. You know, like I don't know why people have to say all women are all men. It's just I would say some men do this and some women do this, but not all. Because there's some good men out there, there's some good women out there. But the reason why I didn't bring that up because they're gonna be like, oh, you're an idiot for saying that, or like but I don't agree with what women sometimes do either. That's just me being honest. Like, don't fucking, especially young women out there that want to show off their private parts or shake their ass in front of adults that could easily say weird shit. Like, especially those weird men out there, because they're like that all the time. They only want sex. It's like, wow. And that's why I don't participate in relationships. If it's just gonna be sex, then I'm not gonna be with you, bro. I want more than just sex. Like maybe we should both like help each other or whatever, not just sex, because that's not the only thing I want in my life. I mean, it'd be great, but I don't want just sex. Okay. So everybody, if you want to debate about relationships, I'll be glad because we could talk about it. Arthur too, and you know, because I actually want to talk about this with my friends, you know, about what their experiences is and their disagreements of my opinion. And yeah, I'm gonna end it off because honestly, I really have nothing else to say. But I just want to make a quick video about this, explaining, you know, because I'm like, you can't just say all women do this or all men do this. It's like it has to be equal. So that's all I gotta say. And like I said to the trolls, go fuck yourself. Stop if you don't like me. Stop watching my shit. Okay, this is Roar. I'm signing out.